Hi friends, welcome back today to my budget. My name is Nita and I'm on a journey to becoming a financial warrior. I'm giving myself financial options with the help of zero-based budgeting, the cash envelope system, and savings challenges. Today I'm going to stuff my last and second paycheck of February. But before we get started, I have some happy mail to share and I need to open that before we can even count the cash. Shortly after my no spend January, I placed an order with Celine at Fun and Funds, and I got myself one of these circular. She said it was an ashtray in the note that she sent, but this is like my third order with her. I have two like long cash trays in eucalyptus and like the slate, and so I wanted this circle. And this is like a beautiful slate gray. And I was like, oh yes, that is perfect. I was torn between this color and the black. But this is absolutely, it takes up less space. I had to get my hands on one. So this is one of my treats to myself. Also, January 31st, I received a package in the mail. I was surprised because I'm like, I know I didn't order anything. So it's like, but it was addressed to me. And so I opened it and it was a gift from Ragnar. He heard me speaking of a purse that I wanted. But you're like, I wasn't in a rush to get it or nothing. I didn't ask him for anything. But him just paying attention and knowing I got a birthday coming up and all that good stuff, I guess he was pre-planned. And that's one thing with Ragnar. You're going to get your Christmas gift in June and your birthday gift in January. So that's just what it is. So he gives me a purse I've been wanting from Kate Spade. And I'll show you guys a picture. And so this is my new wallet that I got from Minimalistic Budget. It's a messenger bag and it's like, it fits in the bag, but when it comes to zipping it, it's like it hits the top. So it put me in a position to change my wallet. It was like either change my wallet or delay using the purse or use the new purse for, certain occasions. I want it for every day. I'm downsizing. I'm switching wallets. Long story short. So, but before we get into that, let me count the cash. Okay, so we have 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then 5, 10, 15, 25, 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then we have a prop cash in 1, 2, 3, 25. Yes, we're stuffing $777 today, $452 in cash, and $325 in prop bills. As usual, I like to start with my wallet. We go over any rollover. And so I have a cash wallet buffer that I move the rollover to. And my fives go to my You Got $5 jar. So I am going to put this beautiful wallet. I'm so in love with this. I was looking to see if I can find a replacement. Like if I was to use this in the new purse, wear and tear. And she's sold out in this color. So I was like, yeah, I definitely got to change up my wallet. We do have a little bit of rollover. And so we're going to go through this and I'll bring out my cash wallet buffer. And what I meant to mention to you guys, so when I opened the gift, it had a note before I could even see the purse. And it's like, happy birthday. I was like, oh, but ooh, because that mean don't ask me for nothing. Like, this your birthday, anniversary, this everything in one. And it's like, well, that ain't fair, because I would have picked something else. You know, you kind of took my options away. But yeah. So groceries had $10 to roll over. And so we're just going to add that. Or actually, we'll add this to here. But normally I just put it in the back. And at the end of the month, I count up the rollover and roll it to another envelope. But groceries doesn't have a rollover envelope. We're just building this up. So we have 1, 10, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9. So 129 in rollover. Next is card juice, and we had a total of 16. 5 will go to the $5 jar, and 11 will roll to card juice. And so we have a total of 22 for the month. And then groceries, we only had that $10 for the month of rollover. Nothing for home goods. Dine Out is empty. Kid Cash has 15. And so $5 to the $5 jar, and 10 goes to Fam Jam. And so Dine Out is empty and has a total of 30 here. So that is it for the cash wallet buffer. Put this to the side. Let's put my dividers away. Before I get into the story, I was going to tell you guys, here's my You Got $5 jar. We're going to add this $10. Here is my wallet that I'm replacing from Simple Budget Plans. And I felt brown is my black, just so you know. And so I don't have anything this color, like in my budget. And then I have like one purse that matches. Well, now I'm 2. So, but the other purse is much bigger. So like I said, I'm downsizing. When I saw this, and I got this last year sometime, I was like, yes, this color. And I love chevron pattern. The purse that I'm changing from is like a cognac brown with the chevron pattern. Beautiful. I get a lot of compliments on that purse. So I made some envelopes to basically match this. We're gonna call this color camel. So, you know, we got these, and this is a new font added to the shop. So beauty is the word in this font that I fell in love with, and I was like, ooh, yes. So I went with this font, but actually there was another font that I fell in love with, and I made the envelopes, and I'm going to share them with you guys. But I had it in the beige grayish color. And so in here I was like, I think I could do better. Like, I think it looks good, but I was like, yeah, I think I want to be a little more matchy and have a truer brown than the grayish beige. So this was the font, and I love this. I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. And so I just made some envelopes and to update my Etsy shop. This is the same font, but it's smaller here. And I was like, yeah, I think it needs to be bigger to showcase this font. Not that you can't see it, but, you know. But just to show you guys some examples in this font, Dine Out, Miscellaneous, Kid Cash. Now, the K's, like this word in this font was like, oh my God. I was like, should I switch it out? Should I switch this out? But I was like, no. But I did make a in case I decide I want to switch it out later in the camel color. I did make it with this font. So I have that. And this just to show that I have the cherry blossom in A7, but this already updated on my Etsy shop. And the last thing I wanted to share, I got a new color. So this color, I was inspired by my folio for my budget planner. And I was like, you know what, this is a good purple, like for a lot of the binders that we purchase. Like, can y'all see that? This is like lilac. And this is like the marble with the light purple. Even if you went with pink, it's like, I feel like it's given. You can work with this purple. Just wanted to share that with you guys. This should be updated. That'll be updated very, very soon. And so now we can get into the cash stuffing. Okay, so groceries is going to get $50. And that's 2 20s and a 10. Car juice is getting 50 as well. And that's going to get a 20, 2 10s, 5, and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dine Out, or actually Dine Out should be next. No, I'm sorry. Nope. Home Goods is next, but it's not being stuffed this paycheck. Dine Out, however, is going to get 25. And within the last past 2 weeks, I took the kids to, it's a park, but like there's a lake, and like you can play tennis, volleyball. It's like you can do different activities. And it's the next city over. So afterwards, we went out and got some lunch. And so we spent the dine out from the last pay cycle. However, as we're walking, let's go back to the next envelope to stuff. Kid cash is being skipped this pay period. Beauty, I have this because I love this font, but more so not to stuff from a paycheck, but from the actual beauty envelope when we need to spend. I can pull from the envelope and put it here and have it, so I can pay cash. But miscellaneous is going to get 15. So, you know, we already been noticing in our neighborhood, like the black snakes, rat snakes, whatever you want to call them, tree snakes. We've been seeing those. So that is it for the wallet, you guys. As we're walking on the side of the lake that's like next to traffic, like one side is traffic and the back side is like where all the activities is. So we've been like, you know, walking the whole lake, and we're always looking for wildlife. Like I am that person. Since my kids were small, I had them interested in different type of animals, bugs, just living organisms. And so my son is really into that. We'll sit and watch Animal Planet, National Geographic, just getting that information. My daughter, like, she like, listen, I watch it on TV, but don't let me see it in real life. So you guys, my son spotted a snake. And I didn't see it, she didn't see it. And I was like, oh, where? I'm scared of snakes, she's scared of snakes. But y'all just notice the two different reactions. He saw it, I didn't see it. I know most of the time, the snakes we have in Florida, they running from you. Unless you going in the swamp, you probably ain't gonna run into a cottonmouth, water moccasin, you know. And if you do, you know, you just gotta be aware of the danger. Cause they might not run from you. It might just be where they at and go ahead and do what they gotta do. My son was like, oh yeah, it was a black one, you know, the one that we saw before. I was like, oh, okay, you know, I figured as much. My daughter takes off running, and she's not just running, she's running towards the traffic. Traffic wasn't coming at the time, but still, it's like, I was like, where are you going? What are you doing? And I was like, listen, you can never be that afraid that you put yourself into danger. You didn't see the snake. I didn't see the snake. He just pointed out that he saw the snake. Why are you running? It's not chasing you. You can be afraid, but you still need to think about what's ahead. You don't run towards more danger. If you want to take off, it's a whole sidewalk. It's clear vision. Go straight ahead. So, we just kind of had to felt like from that day, from that moment, like I needed to like re-drill some things into why I have a plan immediately. You feel nervous, scared, whatever, have a plan, but a safe plan to get away. And so I reminded her, because I'll sit here and won't do the other stuff. Let me get my bills buffer and month ahead binder. And so month ahead is going to get 25. And I think I did a 20 and 5 ones. So I reminded her of, like I like to watch a lot of, like true crime. I call them murder shows, like Investigation ID. That's my station. And so we watch certain things, and I use those situations as like a learning tool. So I reminded her of a show that we watched, and the situation was just heartbreaking and gut wrenching. Like, let me count this: 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 5, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 107 for month ahead. Yay, we met the $100 mark. Exceeded the $100 mark. The next category is charity, and that's going to get $10. And so it is up to 56, 20, 40, 55, 6. True crime story was basically a teenage girl. She went out walking her dog, and, some predator noticed her, and he was on a dirt bike, and she was walking the dog along a path in the woods, outside of her community. And it's like when they showed the overhead map of the area, over here is the park or the path with the bushes and trees and the trail. And over here was like everybody else. Buildings, cars, people. And in a panic, you run and you want to hide, you want to get away. And in that split situation, it's like, if only she ran this way, there was possible help. Running into the trees, the poor little dog wasn't, much of a help. They found the dog first before finding her body. Of course, did the worst thing possible to her. She went to hide undercover in the trees. And it's like, if somebody don't talk to you and tell you this, and when you're in a panic, you will do things that can cost you your life. And so I just reminded her of that story of why I say this, why we watch these things. This is why, and you're in a situation, you're still thinking. You're not just reacting. You have to think ahead to get away, to be safe, not run into more danger. That was like, Let's move on to my personal binder. And one category is spend stuff. But you guys, like, so many stories and true crime stories that I've watched that just remind me, like, oh my God, like, sometimes as people, we don't think about that stuff until we know somebody that it nearly happened to or whatever. And you may may not think to talk to your kids or loved ones about certain things, and it's like, yeah, you really have to, because just as well, Ted Bundy and all the other serial killers or stalkers, whatever, they look like normal people, and they will use things that they know is popular to pique your kids' interest or your interest. I mean, adults aren't exempt, but it's like, yeah, just be cautious. You're still being cautious when you're scared because you can't afford to make a wrong mistake. That could be it. So, wellness is getting 15. So, like I feel like so many people, and you don't have to make, I tell my kids this all the time, you do not have to make all the mistakes to learn from them. There's so many people, so many things that's happening in life where they made the mistake for you to learn from. You don't have to make it. If you want to make a mistake, make it be a new one. Let it be a new one, because they don't know everything. They're going to make the same mistakes. But it's like, that's why I take the time to point out certain things, so their reminder is like, think about it. Like, what's the point of doing this nonsense? It doesn't help. And just, you never want to be too deep in a moment doing something that's going to constantly cause you problems, whether it's a immediate problem or a problem that come back to haunt you in the future. Yeah, we don't need to operate like that. So wellness has 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 50. Okay, I'm starting over. So wellness has 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 146. But yeah, so this weekend, it's Sunday. I like to cash stuff on Sundays to set the tone for the next 2 weeks financially. But Sundays are my week reset days. I kind of go through, replenish things around the house, meal prep, set for the week in as many ways as possible. Next, we're going to go into the kids binder. I have a couple things to stuff that get stuffed every paycheck. I consider them bills in a way. And we're going to go back here to Whole Life. And Whole Life is going to get 11. And so it is up to 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 46. And then next is school aid. School aid is getting $40. And actually, I'm going to give it the $100 bill. So 40, 60, 80, 100. Putting 60 back. And so school aid is up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. And we get to color in an apple and a book. Okay, so that is it for the kids binder. And now we're going to move into the home and auto binder. Okay, so we are going back to Vehicle Haven, and this is going to get, excuse me, $50. And so it is up to $200. And as I mentioned in my Budget With Me video, my 6-month premium is due next month, and we're fully funded for the year. And that's in the bank. So we're stuffing this for 2026. Now, if all things go to plan and we get the new vehicle, Of course, this is going to increase, so at that time we'll adjust this number, but it's already been stuffed with a buffer. Basically, the 6-month premium, if we break it down monthly for 2 vehicles, it's $93 a month. And so I give it $100 a month, so that's a $7 buffer. Next is car defense, and this is going to get 21, so oops, 20 and 1. And we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 84. HOA is going to get 29. So 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 29 in HOA. And it is up to 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 126. Can't wait to do this end of the month unstuffing so I can condense it, especially this one. This is quite thick. I think the last category is meat sweats. Yes, meat sweats is getting 35. I was able to reduce the amount we stuff. Normally it gets 55, but when we placed our order for the meat this month, we didn't use the whole 300. And so we have a decent buffer. And so just reduced it to still be able to meet the $300 goal for, I think that's May, when we'll order more meat. And I'm sorry, I didn't even count the cash. 1, 2, 53, 54, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. So 360. And that is it for the home and auto binder. And you guys will see that meat sweats category go down at the unstuffing, which shall be the next one of the next 2 videos. Now we're going to go into the holiday binder. And let's see. We have 2 categories: birthdays, gift celebrations, and Christmas. So birthdays is going to get 21. My sister's birthday, one of my sister's birthday was this month, so I need to unstuff this as well. And for now, it is at 1, 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57. So 157. And I have my tracker here. So last paycheck, we had a remainder of 8. And then we just added 21. What's that? 29. So $4 remaining for the next box. So I'm just going to write this 4. And then we can color this box in. And basically, I'm just tracking, using this as a visual tracker. All the boxes colored in. $500 will Ben had done hit this envelope. We'll never see it, $500 in here because, it's one of those categories we constantly spend from. But I want to see at the end of the year what's remaining. And it has more than 50 as we just counted because we had some rollover from last year. And that's kind of my indicator that 500 is a good number to stuff. All right. All right, next is Christmas. Christmas is going to get $40. So the last 20s. And Christmas is up to 1, 2, 3, 50, 370, 390, 410, 430, 40, 55. So 455, the goal is 1,000. And let's see. I am looking for a 40 here. 40, but we can do these 2 Actually, I'm going to do 25 and 15. Yeah. I'll do a 25 up here. We have all 25s up here. So I'll do one up here, 25, and this 15 for 30. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and I'll close this and keep it moving. The next binder is the challenge binder. I have one category in here. Oh, wrong binder. That's a personal. Okay, so I'm finishing up this RX savings, and I'm going to give it 15 today. Oops, that is not a Sharpie. And we'll just cross this one out here and give it 15. $20, $40, $60, $80, $1, $10, $20, $25. So $125. And then once this is completed, I'm gonna go to my healthcare savings or dental. My healthcare goal is my deductible, which currently I think is $3,000. So, and while we're here, new car. New car is going to get $325. And so last paycheck, we scratched off $165 and $160. Gave us the $325. And so that's what we're adding today. So 3, 20, and 5. And so we have 5,500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. So $6,560 of this 8,000 Diamond Challenge from Pink X budget going towards the new car. So, you know, so close. Let me see how much more we got. 8,000 minus 65, 60. $1,440. So close, so close. It's good to be on the lower side. So now let's scratch 2 new diamonds for the next paycheck. So we got 160. I mean, I can't get away from these 160s. I tell ya. So let's put that on the calculator. 160. Come on. Be something other than 160, please. Okay. I mean, $5 away from 160, but I'll take it. So next paycheck, we need $315. And I almost forgot. Let's scratch this out. And, you know, I'm looking at my cash planning sheet, and I forgot about these 2 challenges. Like, I had it in my budget. These 2 challenges we completed on Wait a Minute Wednesdays, and it was total of $45. This was $30, this was $15. And so I had already done this part and the calculations, and the $45, I allocated $42 for my 10K challenge, which is in the bank. And then $3 was supposed to go to my emergency fund. And so I didn't, as you see here, I didn't cash plan that. And so I am missing $3 in cash. And so let me pull those $3 so I can give it to my emergency fund. The 42 stays in the bank. It transfers to my 10K challenge. But I do need to pull prop bills to do that. And I'm going to do that off camera. But I just want to do the emergency fund while I have you guys here, so I can remind you. So there's $3. I just put that from my cash that's going back to the bank. That I spent for my cash wallet. And so this year's emergency fund, trying to get it up to 1,000. Right now we were at, I think, 333, and the next line to color is 336. So if we add these $3, let's see, we have 1, 2, 53, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so 336. So we get to color in another line. Let me try this brown. I know it's not the same brown. Oh, that works. All right, so glad I'm making a little progress. So I'm just gonna stick this back in here. And that does it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will chat with you in the next one. I hope you have an awesome week ahead and in March. Bye, you guys.